Hi, Hiroma Fuji here, and first of all, before I talk about something very special, I would like to apologize the sound. I haven't been doing this video, making video while driving because my headset, my good headset, no longer available, and I purchased. It's not as good as that one. It's a very cheap one, and the sound is not as good, of course. So I apologize for that. The reason I really wanted to record this is I just don't want to forget. I have a lot to say, but I just don't have time to make video, and I want to make those videos so those slides so I can document those. You know, so easy for you to see what I'm talking about. I just don't have time for that. I'm sorry. Okay. Recently, my friend from Ukraine, I'm sorry if I said it wrong, made a video. It's called Interview with Sumi sensei. Sumi sensei is an 8th dan, very well known in Japan, and probably you know him as well. And he speaks English, so it's very lucky for us to have this kind of interview. He's answering questions in English. So, and of course you can have, when you click on CC, as a closed captioning, closed caption, at the right bottom of the video, so you can also read subtitles as well. Okay, he said a lot of important things for us, important things that we always have to keep in mind. And I don't know how many of you actually took notes on this. It's very easy now, guys. It's very easy to have access to those videos on YouTube, and we are so lucky. But we don't know how lucky we are. We have to appreciate. Don't take it for granted, guys. Those stories from 8th dan sensei is quite rare. I mean, we can't, even if you're Japanese, right? If you say I'm Japanese, or I'm Japanese, I was born in Japan. I was lucky to have 9th dan sensei and 8th dan sensei at my dojo. All right, and 8th dan sensei won 8th dan championship. You know, Murayama sensei and Tsurumano sensei, 9th dan, he was well known too. I was lucky, but I didn't know how lucky I was until I get to a certain age. I was a kid back then, so to me, they were scary grandpas. You know, old man, like little scary looking old man, and just worked us very hard. But anyway, worked us out very hard. Please consider yourself very super lucky, because you don't get to hear those stories. You know, I've never met Sumi sensei. Have you? If you have, you're a lucky one. If you haven't, and then now you can see the interview on YouTube for free. Take notes, okay? It's very important. Don't take it for granted, really. And he said very important things. But at the very end, he said the most important thing we should really remember. And you know how I really want to have slides so I can go through one by one. One thing, the most important thing he said was, okay, of course he gets angry while doing Kendo. You know, your opponent pushes you, and you know, some kind of like a lot of things that makes you angry. You know, in Kendo, in real life. What he said at the very end was, don't get angry. Just smile and say thank you. I don't think I can do it right away. Can you? But I think that's very, very, very important. That is not like, I don't want you to jump to the conclusion, that's what Kendo is. And you just smile and say, thank you. I think it's more to it. I don't know, his age now, it's up there. He is thinking something really different, but what I say at my level, like 6th level, and I always tell my students and myself too, control your emotion. If you can't control emotions, you can't control your sword. You can't control your body, so control your emotions. So that is what I'm doing to train Kendo, and so I can control my emotions. A lot of emotions I have temper, short, very short. So I try not to snap. Even if I snap, right, I have to deal with it. So people learn those skills. We call it anger management. Even when we didn't have the term anger management, we had to do it, right? So back in old days, different cultures have different methods to deal with it. For example, meditation. Meditation, probably all through the world, we had meditation, I guess. So it's very important things, and you think, yeah, that's true. But how to get there is very important. How to get there, you gotta go through a lot of hard training, not only physically, but mentally. You gotta go through a hard training. Mental training is very hard because you have your own pride. Sometimes you have to ruin, okay? You have to ruin your own self-belief system. Maybe you have to completely destroy it first and then build new one. That's that hard. So if you don't want to do it, you have to gradually change a lot of things to improve yourself. The Kendo helps you with it, to improve yourself. That's why I think if you have watched the interview, please watch it again and take notes. And you think deep. And also, if you haven't watch it really quickly. YouTube is, I'm sure YouTube will be around for a long time, but it doesn't, my friend might think, I'm not going to share this anymore, and he won't be able to watch it anymore. So time is money, and get it there really quick, and then watch it, take notes, okay? He has very interesting things to say, of course, he's aged now. Alright, thank you very, very much for listening, and I hope I get better headset and high quality sound next time maybe. And again, I'm sorry that I couldn't make those slides for you. I will, when I have time, I will try. I'm trying very hard to make time, but I just can't do it. I'm very, very, very tight schedule. So, thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in the next video.